All right. Well, let's get back into the world of Aglarion, which is all going so swimmingly. Nothing bad at all is happening in the kingdom of Aglarion.
Almost no kids were killed in this game.
I'm going to put this out here. I'm doing a Thursday group, and Doug is part of this. And they went to under the Shadow Dome. They went to the area of the Fabled first, and that was just fine. And one guy decided to burn it down. So I don't know how they're going to cure the sadness.
I'm so confused on Thursdays because it was our paladin.
I'm kind of bummed. Because I won't be here tomorrow, so I can't see what they're going to do. I'm like, this is going to be bad.
What do you think the solution is to the problem?
Find a place, create a different place, maybe build a place, maybe, I would say, that can block it out, maybe. I don't know.
I think the solution is that hell portal that pops up in the prison. The prisoners in the hell portal send them to hell, that way they can't be sad in there anymore.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
True, if you kill everybody in there, therefore that removes the sadness.
But we tried that in this campaign, and they came back to life, and even had even more sadness.
Yeah, we tried to kill one of them, right? And that didn't really work.
The one guy with the flame rapier, and he came back to life, just like, doesn't work.
Anything more? But that is a problem the Thursday group's going to have to solve. But you guys are out of the Shadow Dome.
I'm so concerned. I was on mute when he did that, and I was like, oh my god, how the fuck do we get out of here now?
Well, you got like Sam today, you can leave at any time, but getting rid of the Shadow Dome is more of the problem. Anyway, let's not talk about other campaigns. So you guys fought the heroes of Virtue. Got the cache of Amelia Ronald, the treasures, and I think that's where we left it last session, as you guys resting up outside the cache, and we decide. We don't have Avgi in the campaign anymore. We have Bone back, looking slightly odd.
We have Bone back. What?
Oh yeah, if you look at the campaign site or Discord, he's been changed when we leveled up, so he's even more monstrous. He has a giant eye on his shoulder and his thigh. I took some inspiration from Resident Evil. He's no longer considered human. That's game mechanics.
We still have his intelligence back, right? Or is he like bone intelligence?
He doesn't want to wear the headband of intellect. It causes him extreme mental anguish. So he has given the headband to Vander to keep.
Oh, no.
Wait, really?
Yeah. He asked
what does
you
that
to take
increase the intelligence score to?
10.
It was only 10 because it was a broken one. It wasn't the official one that made it go to 19.
I'm not going to put that on then.
Yep.
Yes, as Chris mentioned, Bone is... What is Bone technically then if he's not a human now? Or what is he? Prosody?
Aberration.
Aberration.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there are lots of scary things happening around Aglarion, and maybe when Bone visits more established towns, which you've kind of visited all of them, really, except for Gorso, which is, of course, coming up in the not too distant future. So, consider yourself long rested if you're not already long rested, and we'll pick it up, excuse me, with you guys outside the cache of the Ronald family. What do you guys do?
The cage, there was a lot of gems or stones or at least some valuables inside, right? Which we delivered half to the town of Ronald's End for the townspeople, and we could take half for ourselves. Did everyone do that?
I wrote some of I wrote the loot dividement into Discord, except for the treasures. That was the smalt golden tobacco box worth 310, the bejeweled spyglass worth 670, and then I divided the gold loot to 144.6. I'm not sure how much silver that would be, and the cash was 3,500. We would claim half of it, and divided that would be 350 each. It should be in Discord if you haven't added.
350 gold and then 100, so 450 total.
Let's see, 144.
Oh, 144.
GP.
So 499.
494.
Okay. 144 I didn't add. Okay.
144 and then 350. Got it. Okay, 3.
Oh, we have money.
Silver. But of course, nowhere to spend it. Nowhere to spend it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I do in writing spells.
Oh, there we go.
Well, we didn't manage to save Lord Ronald himself, so that's a pity. And potential allied, which, well, we managed to lose. But hopefully we'll find someone else to take his place. If I'm not mistaken, I think we were heading westwards. We're not going down south to Oathbreaker, but we're moving over to following the yellow line, right?
Yes, we need to go to Ronald's Inn to give him the half. Or the Mossy Tower.
You remember the Ronald's End was ransacked both by the Queen's armies and both by some mutated giant frog things. Ronald's End and has been assaulted by these frogs under the control of a hag, according to Lord Ronald, and the hag has taken up residence in the Northbay Lighthouse. So if you're out for revenge on what happens to Ronald's End, then that would be an option. If not, you can just walk on around and carry on.
Some of you wanted to go there, no?
Perhaps we can offer the citizens of the Mossy Tower a opportunity to see the light. We could take care of their problem. If we don't take care of the problem, then they could be in danger.
I'm fine. I think we have the plan to go there. I think definitely we will manage. So yeah, let's go. Do you know anything about the tower? Do we know anything about it?
I'll make a history check. I'll see if there's any other information I can give you.
Advantage.
Oh yeah.
18.
Studious. The Northbay Lighthouse was inhabited by some lizard folks who manned the lighthouse and set various warnings about raiders and stuff. Not a lot of activity would generally happen because the Calais Sea is very hard to navigate. So it's more like coastal attacks. One assumes now of the hags there that the lizard folk are not. And there's quite a rickety bridge to get to the Northbay Lighthouse. It's kind of like on its own little mini island, and there's a rickety rope bridge that gets you into the lighthouse itself.
Okay, that seems dangerous.
All right, so you start heading southwards, often almost no man's land. Let's say, Incration, roll me a d20, please.
Four.
Okay, nothing much of interest happens as you press on and make your constitution saving throws, I should mention, as you're still out in the rain. Let's see some con saves. Nope. Nope. It's 15, put it that way.
I actually passed? What is going on?
I failed.
Plus
Both
8.
failed.
Okay, so take that point of exhaustion as you arrive back at the mossy tower.
What is the DC? Because otherwise I can use +4, so 14.
15 is the...
15, then I miss it. I will. And also, it's the first time I'm sick, so I actually don't know what is 1 point of exhaustion, no?
That's right, yep.
Okay.
Well, you guys are up here, but choose theatre of the mind. So you arrive back at the mossy tower. Things are pretty much as you left them. All the dead soldiers are removed. Who knows what's happened to them? But Thaydub, of course, is still here as well. Yeah. What do you do?
So there is no one, or we don't see anyone.
The refugees, effectively, of the town are there. Remember, they're held in the cages over here.
Mm-hmm.
And it was under the control of the Queen's armies. And now they're just trying to re-establish himself in this place. Faydov comes out of the keep and approaches you guys and Kraishon even better. And she's, Kraishon, everybody, it's so good to have you back. How did everything go?
It went great. Father's murderers have suffered.
Oh, that's good, I guess. Yeah. I don't generally approve of murder. I must admit, hearing them that they're dead, not joy to the heart, but much like a burden has been lifted. Does that make sense?
Indeed.
Well, no one really likes unnecessary killing. But...
God, Avgi, what happened to Avgi? Ah! And she backs up 20 steps as she sees Avgi. Oh, Bone.
Hello.
What have you done with Bone, with Avgi? You monster!
Bone strong or
Kraishon, what the hell's happening?
How do I put this? Bone is Avgi, and Avgi is Bone. Long story short, he's kind of leaned more into his animalistic side, and he's decided to. He wore that headband. It kind of gave him the intelligence to speak like normal. Maybe not in this form, but this is the Bone that I first met. The kind of Bone, hi, smash, okay. Like it's kind of normal, but his form's just a little abstract.
Okay, I'm trying to wrap my head around that. He was such a nice guy. Is he still a nice guy?
Oh, he's a nice guy. Just don't get on his bad side. Like as an example, Bone. See that tree? Smash.
Smash tree.
Smash tree.
He's gonna just go over and take the mallet and just, yeah.
A mallet to chop down a tree? Sure.
Yeah, smash down a tree, I suppose.
So you see, you don't want to be on the receiving end of that, and you don't want to hurt his friends.
Bad tree.
Avgi? Oh, Bone? Whoever you are? Do you remember me?
Yes. He's gonna point to Incration. Friend. Mama.
Oh, yes. Okay. I'm not sure if this is insensitive or anything, but I prefer Avgi. Is that wrong to say?
Avgi, hide here. He's gonna just point to his head where his eyes are bulging and flesh is warping, and just hide here.
What I think he means, Mom, is Avgi's on vacation right now. Avgi's on holiday.
Is Avgi coming back?
Maybe.
Well, I hope so. The rest of you guys, Orion and Vander and Kracian, Adai, everybody. Well, we're slowly re-establishing ourselves here in the tower. At least we get a break from the rain inside. That's something. We're working on... there's no easy way to put this. Food's going to be a problem. They did have... We could maybe survive a week here with doing literally nothing. But after that, I really don't know what we're going to do. And that all the villagers are joining, and they're looking to you guys, the leadership. One says, yeah, here, we can survive for a week here. What do we do?
Well, there's no easy answer to that question, I think. What's left down in Ronald's End? Is there any resources there to take advantage of?
They smashed and burned the place. I mean, traditionally we've got our fare from the ocean. I'm not sure how we could... I'm not sure what the fish are like. I mean, the rain falls on the ocean as well. I'm not sure if the fish will be safe, but maybe we can try that. I fashion some type of fishing boat.
If we remember back to when we visited Ronald's End, Vander remembers that we were attacked when we visited the harbor. I think there were some kind of fish folk or frog people that tried to drag us down into the deep and drown us. So there might be more. So I don't think that's advisable, to be honest.
Thadav says, well, we can try that. There is another option. There's just no easy way to say this, and I feel ill ever saying this, but there were a lot of dead soldiers that were killed. Do I need to spell it out, or are you going to make me say it?
Well, I got a lot of fresh meat around.
Silent Green. No, he's not saying that.
It's an unthinkable act, but it's also at the same time a practical act.
You're not here to judge, but do you think going south or other place might provide additional resources? So far, Malcolm, we have been walking around this land for a while. Is there anything else growing at the moment, or is everything dying? Like this is like...
the Willow Creek Plains and the Olden Plains are the bread baskets of Odenbeer and Algerion and Odenbeer in particular. But you've walked through those things. All the farms are gone. They're either mud piles or some strange twisted vines, like about tree trunk size vines with huge spikes on them. So all the farmlands just have not been able to survive either mud or overgrown with some weeds, no doubt affected by the Midnight Curse. And of course, Vander, you needing to eat as well. And if you remember, I said early on in the campaign it's relatively easy to find something to eat. But as
getting harder.
days go by, it's getting harder and harder. So I don't know. I'm stating problems, I'm not stating solutions. So, but that's the problem you're having. Everyone's having, in fact.
I'm going to share that experience with the hunting we've we've had a couple of last days. How much food we've managed to find while hunting. It was an option earlier, at least. I think there's still some animals to be found in the woodlands, but I think it's going to be much harder to find them going onwards. There seems to be lesser and lesser animals out in the wilds to take advantage of. The proposal, though, I think sounds very practical. Maybe not ethical, but what's the other options? To be fair,
Unless you'll be able to stop the rain, nothing of value could be able to grow. So practicality will mean whether it is ethical or not. It may be the only way to survive.
I think everyone would agree that it's ethical to try to extend your life as long as possible within your power. So if you want some consolidation, take it as a last resort, if anything. But if it's your only option, I would grasp it.
I would suggest that perhaps maybe look into the fishing route. Maybe, just maybe perhaps, we can assist in that matter by taking care of the creator of those possible frog things.
Oh, that would be good. And a lot of the refugees from Ronald's End are very much for that idea. I mean, it wasn't just them, but they had a large part in the destruction of Ronald's End.
Then allow us to be the carriers of this task, and know that if we were to succeed against this evil that plagues these people, it will be the hand of the Redeemer that delivers them.
I like that idea as well, Orion, but I'm a little bit more pessimistic than you are. I think the creator of whoever created those frog monsters is the one that we're already trying to hunt down, which would be the one that's causing all this abysmal rain.
Perhaps, but perhaps we focus on the small fry at this particular case. Can at least buy us and buy them time to survive, for we can face the greater threat.
If you do get rid of and sort out Northbay Lighthouse, it's definitely going to open up North Bay, and we can try the fishing. And you all can see North Bay from the Mossy Tower, and you can see that it's got like almost a purple sheen on top of it, which doesn't bode well, but it's an option.
But perhaps you can go deeper and below. Maybe it has not permeated the deep below, and you'll have something normal to eat.
As I said, we have 7 days worth of food here. Option 2 is the sea. We know how to make boats. We know how to fish. We'll just see how it goes in these conditions. And option 3 is the third unspeakable act. But we will survive.
I don't have anything against escorting you guys to the lighthouse. I just want to make it clear that if you guys will be attacked while we're not there, it might things because we don't really have the liberty to guard you guys while you fish. You know, we're venturing further away from you guys. We have stuff to do, things to take care of. Perhaps stop the rain. Hopefully.
Well, that would be great. But I think we can't go back to Ronald's End. That place is just a mess. And here we have a tower, we have food, we have access to North Bay. Of course, getting rid of the hag from the lighthouse would be ideal. So I think we'll set up here in the Mossy Tower as our home.
And if things get completely out of hand, you may find maybe refuge in Nangrath. The journey there might be dangerous, but perhaps another option as a last resort.
Well, if that's the case and they're worried about that their old lighthouse hag, maybe we should take her out, just in case that hag don't raid supplies from over here.
That would be foremost the option. And one less piece that can be used against the people here.
Bowen, are you up to smash an old hag?
Smash hag?
Yeah, you want to smash hag?
Yes.
Alright, Bowen's in.
Well, sounds like a plan.
A couple of more things I just wanted to mention, says Fadav. If we are forced to retreat to Nangrath, I know you guys have been travelling wide and far. Would you suggest we take the long way around the roads? Like Ronald's End, Oathbreaker, the crossroads, then north to Nangrath? Or across the Willow Creek Plains in the King's Forest? Which would you suggest?
I can't speak for everybody, but I would suggest you stick through Willows Creek through the King's Forest, because those main roads might be traveled by them hellhound knights, and you want to run into them, Mom.
All right.
And we have traversed some through King's Forest and Willow Creek. We may have eliminated some of the threats that reside there.
Yes, and you can always rest at that royal hunting lodge in case you get weary in your travels. We vanquished the spirit that was there.
We know what has happened at Ronald's End. What has happened at Willows Creek? Is that a safe haven?
We haven't been there, I think.
No, you haven't.
No, we haven't. Well, just by seeing what's happened here, Mom, I would say probably not, since that was a main place of commerce for Oathbreaker. Queen Athena probably already sent her Hellhound Knights there to collect taxes and do what they please. We were there once. We killed a manticore and rescued a little girl, but we haven't been there in a month or so.
Perhaps it would be wise to visit as on the way back from the lighthouse.
Guess we could always be a scouting party to check. And more things maybe for Bone to smash.
Yeah. Smash!
Not
Right.
yet. Just talking, Bone. Not yet.
Okay.
And
Didn't mean to get your hopes up. I'm sorry, buddy.
And the second thing I wanted to mention, says Fadav, I'm going to ask a question. I can't help but ask it. I know it's an impossible question to answer. And she looks at you in turn, and Kracion, Bone, Evander, Adai, and Orion. You're gonna fix this, right?
Well, we got 3 torques so far. So yeah, we're trying.
And what happens when you
And-
do get all the torques?
We
hope
can,
to
You're
believe we can try to resummon the arcane tower.
And
And
the
then maybe
wizards
the
will fix this?
Archmage can. The plan. We're the last thing Simonder told us is the Archmage and the Arcane Tower can dispel the crown, and the crown seems to be key.
All right. Well, I'm sure I speak for the rest of the refugees here, of which I guess I'm a refugee. Yes, that's a point. I know Nangrath. From Nangrath, in fact. Yeah. But the land is dying. People are dying. Sort this lighthouse out for us and then focus on ending this. Because all the things we're talking about are temporary solutions. Even the unspeakable option number 3. That only works for so long.
And if you need help with that, I don't mean to pry, but old Salty's probably been a deckhand for a long time. He's probably had to do it once or twice in a shipwreck, so he might have some expertise on how to go about that in a respectful manner.
I have no experience of that, lad. But I sure know how to put a ship together from scraps. So, I'll be staying here, building a boat, and we'll see how things go. But, yeah, all temporary solutions.
Just before you do consume anything
I'll leave
like flesh, perhaps just cook it thoroughly.
Oh, of course. Of course.
And Orion is saying that with a straight face. Just FYI. Like, just FYI, that is what you are getting. Like, he has no problem with this whatsoever.
Okay. So if you like, if there's no more conversations to be had, you can rest up in the mossy tower. And those of you who are exhausted can have a nice, pleasant sleep within the mossy tower, removing all levels of it. Well, one level of exhaustion anyway. Morning comes. They all gather at the gates of the mossy tower to see you on your way. Vader, of course, gives Incration a hug and says, "See you soon."
See you soon,
Bye.
Mom.
It's not goodbye. It's see you soon. As
See you soon.
As you leave the mossy tower back into the pouring rain. Vander, we've been forgetting to do hunting for you. Would you like to do hunting along the way?
Yeah, sure. I think it's good to have some something to eat on the way.
The DC is now 20.
Can I guide him in this?
Yeah, and I think the tradition was Vander cast invisibility on Incration, I think.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Yep.
So Incration,
And
survival
I went out and hunted.
at advantage with a D4. And Vander, yep, I saw you whisper. Yep.
All right.
Okay. And the D4.
Don't roll a 1.
Oh, it's a 1.
Is it?
Ooh.
Yeah, for 19, it's just loading slow.
Vander, yep. You know what that means.
Yeah. No snack for our little trip.
You put up the instant fortress, get a night's sleep, and you proceed once more along the road. Let's do that again, Incration. Do this every hex. Same thing again.
Oh,
survival
the
check.
survival. Gotcha. Advantage D4. There we go. I got him a little bunny.
Little
Nice.
bunny.
A little
There we go.
mutated bunny. Instead of having 4 feet, its 2 back feet has merged into 1 big foot.
That's a fairly apt description. All right, and you come across the what's remains of Ronald Inns, and the fires are out. The houses have been wrecked. There's not a single structure left standing. There's a bit of a wharf, but not much here, and you can understand why the refugees of Ronald's End do not wish to come back here. So, grim reminder of it's not only the Queen that you're fighting, but other forces as well. You set up your instant fortress in Ronald's End, unless you wish to investigate it a bit further, but it's pretty much how you left it. And Lighthouse or across the plains? Lighthouse?
Lighthouse, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Right. So you were there, so whoops. Down to here. So say you get to the lighthouse approaching nightfall, just to make it simple. Well, first of all, I forgot to do this. Make a Constitution saving throw. Say you're at 0 after your Mossy Tower experience. Make another Constitution saving throw. DC's 15. Vander, nope.
Right.
Ratio, nope.
Oh,
yes.
Oh,
Ryan, yes.
What? Twice in a row?
Oh, twice in a row. What's going on with Orion right now?
I'm
Does that
finally
mean,
getting used to this blasted weather.
does that mean we're back to 0 if we succeeded? Or do I still have
Oh, you're
one
back to
extra?
0 from the long rest at the
Yes,
Mossy
okay.
Temple.
So you,
Yes.
so if you failed this
Thank you.
one, you're at 1. So Adai and Kracion and Vander, 1 level of exhaustion.
Yes.
Okay, so you see the Northbay Lighthouse off in the distance, and it's not acting as a lighthouse. There is no, or is it? Let me check. Oh, there is still it's still functioning as a lighthouse, sending out beams across North Bay, and you do see what they mentioned about the lighthouse. It's a long rope bridge, about 100 feet long. Then it feeds to a lighthouse, which has been built on a rock outcropping. In fact, I'll show you what it looks like. I'll drag you onto the map. Ryan, Bandor, and here we go. Let me know if you can't see, but you should be able to see everything except for the inside of the lighthouse.
Nice koi fish that I doubt are koi fish anymore.
Nice bridge that obviously isn't going to collapse.
Well, they described it as a rickety bridge. It looks as if that was an understatement.
Well, now I'm
Can I-
nimble, so
Can I give guidance to the bridge so it can hold our weight?
Unfortunately not. Oh,
I'm pretty nimble. Should I go first?
oh wait, I
Okay.
just closed roll 20. Rather foolishly. Give me a
Oh,
sec.
well, we all make it over the bridge easily.
Let's get back in here. Closing roll 20 is a tactical mistake from the TM. Okay. Yep, so you're in front of the bridge. Does look fairly dodgy.
Sorry, I just realized I'm talking alone. I was saying I can bring someone to the other side with me, but there is a caveat. It will be really loud, really, really loud.
Yeah, well, maybe you could time it with the lightning in the sky. That way, it acts like lightning and thunder.
Well,
I've heard that it's very, very frightening.
Is really
in
stormy?
Disneyland.
Is it?
Pretty sure it's not like constant thunder and lightning. There's one like every minute or so.
Okay, but I can.
times.
Yeah, I can do it when I see the light cracking. I can bring someone with me. So, does anyone want to join me? I definitely.
I don't mind making an appearance.
Would you come with me?
I don't mind at all. The presentation would be exhilarating.
Yes, you could also deem that the Redeemer of yours summoned you down in a thunderous boom.
That he could. Perhaps that's why he provided a die here for transportation purposes with flair.
Come here, Orion. Let's wait until the lightning strikes and we can thunder our way into the rocks.
Now, Adar, you can absolutely do that. I'm going to ask you to make me a straight intelligence check to see how well you time it with the lightning.
No problem. I have disadvantage, no, because I'm exhausted.
No, that's for abilities. This is
oh,
just a
yeah.
straight intelligence check.
Yeah, I didn't say it was ability, so just straight, yeah.
I give him
18.
guidance.
Well, no problem. Was it 330 meters per second, I believe, from when the lightning flashes to the thunder? I'll tell you how far it's away. Okay.
Okay. I cast. I mean, the damage is only relevant for the plants around us, and we appear to the other side. Probably here.
So,
And Orion was coming with me.
yep. So, Ryan, feel free to drag yourself over there.
And my brother will fly in. Costa will fly here.
Sure.
I'll guide myself and see how nimble I can be across the bridge.
Okay, just a sec. Hold on a sec.
Yep.
So the thunder is where you leave from, right? Not from when you arrive. So you arrive
where I leave.
here
Yeah.
pretty quietly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We arrive quietly. I mean, there is this in the, except for the thunder.
There's a slight chance, I'm going to say, that the thunderous sound destroys or breaks the bridge. It's not a huge chance.
I went to the side not to do it.
I would roll a natural 1 on a d20 and you're fine.
Okay.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, 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 dun. Tension.
No problem.
That's 17.
So it shakes a little bit. But oh!
That would be a really funny way to kill an creation.
Well, I'm going to back you up here for just a second, Incration, because something's going to happen when they land that might affect your decision. And, well, first of all, you hear voices coming from behind the tower saying, "Who's there? Help us! Help! Help!" And then you hear a voice from inside. To my king. Nothing to be concerned about. And what you interlopers doing in my house?
Given that they are here, I shout, "We are coming here to seek advice from the. We are here to seek advice."
Advice from me? Around
And I-
the
and sorry,
block,
and-
if you-
and-
Yep.
And I make a gesture to the others to rush here. So I move my arm vigorously over my head.
Well, while we're doing that, why don't you make me a persuasion check, Adai? And if you want to...
With
keep the bridge.
disadvantage. Okay, that's gonna be a good one. If I betting I'm gonna roll a 0. I'm betting for a 0, okay? Let's see. No, I did better at 2. Gotcha.
Okay, do you start rushing over in Creation? It just sounds as you're leading
Yep.
it. Okay, make me what is it? It's acrobatics check.
Okay, I got myself.
Yes, you can.
18.
No problem.
Across the whole thing? Or
Across the whole thing?
do I need... Okay, cool.
Under.
Oh, sorry, one sec. Just before you get there, the door opens, and you see. Do you see that? No, you don't. Do you see this creature there?
Okay. Interesting.
This is a better picture.
Who's in SS?
Yeah, good luck pronouncing it. But that's what she looks like. And she smiles and says, well, first of all, two things. In Creation, as you're the only one who can see her, first of all, I'm going to need you to make 2 saving throws. First of all, I'll make you a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 13?
13, that's good enough. And I need you to make me a second wisdom saving throw.
And a 5.
You watch Incration fall. Incration, you're on 0 hit points. She closes the door.
Oh!
Oh.
Can
You
we
know-
roll for initiative or?
Sure, yeah. But just to be clear, Incration, you're on 0 hit points, but you're not dying. You're just at 0, so no death saving throws required. You're just, I shouldn't have said that. But I did say that, so you're at 0 hit points.
Remember, if you have disadvantage, it's disadvantage on initiative.
Okay, so I should roll initiative.
Oops. Oh, that did
It's an ability check? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So
initiative is considered an ability
disadvantage
check.
if you're exhausted.
So I roll again. Okay, 15. That's fine.
22 for Evie Bone.
Yeah.
The other one was?
Is it possible for me to add myself to the turn order by right-clicking and selecting Add Turn?
Yeah. That's what I'm doing, so yeah.
Oh,
There
yeah.
you go.
Okay.
The DM, one less thing to do. That can't be a bad thing.
Yeah, of course. That's good.
Wait, didn't Vander add? Can I do that? Add to.
Yeah, right-click your token and just Add Turn.
Oh, there you go. Perfect. 10. Go. Let's do it with joy also.
Oh, sure. All right, so you're watching horror as this. Actually, let me just check this. I need Avgi and Vander to also make me a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
Orion and Adai are out of line of sight, so they don't need to.
Hey.
The greatest.
Vander, you're fine. Bone, you're fine. So you see this, you see Wushinash as she briefly opens the door, this horrific appearance, and it's just horrible to look at. But you guys are cooler than that. You got this. Okay, Evgi, you are up first as you watch Incration just boop, collapse.
Vander, piggyback.
No, Bone. I think you should go yourself because this bridge is very old. And if both you and I walk on the same time, I think the chance of breaking the bridge is higher than just going individually. So go along, big guy.
Bone action, a bonus action. Rage, and he's gonna go, disappointed, and he's going to let's see, so bonus action rage dash, that's 80 plus 20, so 100. It's gonna be over there. Oh,
Maybe.
maybe, yeah.
As you're crossing over, we'll start it because these frogs, who are very good at jumping, are going to jump out of the water and try to knock you off the bridge. We'll see whether they succeed. Maybe Bone's not the best person to try this on, but they're going to try it anyway. Oh, no, actually. They're going to jump up and try and bite you. So the first one jumps up, tries to sink its teeth into you, and rolls a 14 Bone.
Yeah, that misses.
And then it paws over to the other side. Now, technically, that would be an attack of opportunity for you if you'd like it, Heavy or Bone.
I use my action to... Oh, no, yeah, I do have my reaction. Yeah, I'm going to use my reaction to... I'm using my Great Axe to test it out, so I'm going to swipe at it with my Great Axe. There, 14.
That hits.
Oh, let's see. Oh, maximum damage. That's 21, and additionally a d4 of lightning damage. 1. So 19 plus 3, so 22 damage, 1 of it lightning.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. So the other frog is going to attempt to jump up and bite you. And rolls a 21. I think that's going to hit.
Yeah.
So come back here, Bone. This frog jumps up and grapples you. And so it's caught you in the mouth. And then whoosh, pulls you off the side. And as you splash down, you and the frog. No, just. Well, you definitely take 86 damage.
Oh,
falling straight into
that
the
far down.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do
I half it?
Yeah, you take
due
11.
to rage. Yeah.
Yep. And I'm going to say the frog lands on you, so it's going to take half the damages. So you both take 11 points of damage. And that was its ready action. Now, as it's got you in its mouth, it's going to use the swallow action. So one more bite attack against you. That was a 14. So it tries to swallow you, even though you're a big boy, but woof, it doesn't. Adai.
Okay. See. Yeah. I'm going to cast Life Transfer on my fellow friend. Okay, so I get 19 points of damage and you heal 38 in creation.
Nice.
I use my bonus action as a second win. Just to heal maybe a little bit.
Adai, you should be at full hit points, so...
No, because I got 19 damage from the transfer, and I healed
the
now
transfer.
10.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
I damage myself.
Sure.
And I'm going to, now that Is the healing working? Is he kind of...
Yeah.
Okay. I go with the... I see the door closer.
The door's closed. Use a free action to open it if you like.
I open it, yeah. Do I have to roll something?
Not yet.
And I move here. That's my turn.
She turns towards you and grins and gives you the death glare. So make me a wisdom saving throw, Adai.
So 5?
You fall to 0 hit points.
Oh.
And Orion, you hear the horrific sound. More meat for the chambers. Maybe I'll eat this one fresh. So you're in 0 hit points, Adai?
Mm-hmm.
And she closes the door.
Oh my god.
Oh,
So that was her turn. Vander.
Right. Let's see then. I'll have Vander move, well, not into the hole though, but right before it.
Actually,
And the
as soon
dexterity
as you're-
saves.
I forgot to do this for Bone, I think, but yes, make me an acrobatics check, please.
And can you add me Coastal, please?
13 is
Ooh.
fine. Yes, I'll bring in Coastal. And I'll roll her into initiative as well, just to make it easy.
Hmm.
Oops. Coastal can go after Vander, because Coastal rolled quite high.
I put in 7, no? I rolled the initiative myself.
Oh, you rolled 7? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that makes it a bit easier. Okay, cool. As you were.
All right,
maintain your balance on the bridge, no problem.
Perfect. As a bonus action, I'm going to give Bone Bardic Inspiration. Die is now 1d8.
Nice.
So there's a little bit more to go on. Vander's just gonna be like, oh, come on, Bone, just rip that frog into shreds. Don't waste our time. And then Vander is going to use a 2nd level spell slot to cast Cause Fear on both of these frogs. That's a wisdom saving throw of 17.
Roll wisdom 17. The one on Bone, what was it, 15? They both roll 15, so they're both afraid of you, Vander.
Perfect.
Fantastic. Good. Nice move. I like that. It's good.
Yeah. And that's my turn.
Okay. The giant frog, who is afraid, back up over here, swimming through the water, and it's going to take. That's all he said. It's swimming over there, afraid. Okay. And at the end of its turn, it gets to make another wisdom saving throw, and it rolls a natural 20,
Yeah.
so it's no longer afraid.
Aw.
Okay, Coastal.
It's gonna move back and forward here to give advantage against this frog, if any.
Cool. Orion.
All right. First off,
Meat to feast on. Yep, first off.
Redeemer, hear my prayers. Bring back life to my fallen compatriot. And I do not have to see him.
So here it's an action. You present your hardest choose any creatures. Yeah, sure.
How many hit points?
You can have up to half. So how much do you get to half?
Half of the hit points is 37.
Why don't you take 35 and then Kracion, if you're not at half yet, take 5.
I appreciate it.
You're muted, Doug.
I can only take 2 though. 2 will give me half.
Okay, well then that makes it easy then. Then he goes on 37, you get your 2.
Perfect. There we go.
Thank you.
All right. And then I'm going to risk it for the biscuit and open the door with my free action.
You see Wushanesh about to consume Adai, but Adai, of course, comes back to life. But she says, "Oh, for the to bring you stay down." And this is kind of on theme. But see here? Well, you might not be able to see it, but there are bodies
Not
in
quite.
here.
Mhm.
They've
Okay.
been wrapped
I
in
see one, I
seaweed,
think.
and they're preserved, presumably for consumption later. But alright, that's what you see when you open the door.
Okay. Do I have to make a save or anything like that?
Yeah, you do actually. That's a good point. Yep. Make me a wisdom saving throw. That's good enough. You see the horrific appearance of Wushanach. But you're not
I've seen
phased.
worse things when I wake up in the morning.
But surely not prettier things.
I guess beauty is truly in the eye of the beholder. And I'm going to, for my bonus action, cast Spiritual Weapon at 4th level.
What does it look like?
It is a saber, uniquely enough.
Assuming it is a sword.
So it's a sword, basically. You could do it like that, yeah. But it is curved, almost like a scimitar.
Nice.
But there seems to be
Like a
some
compass.
sort of like dragon's head on the hilt of the bottom of it.
Nice.
All right, and I'm gonna move it right here and take a swing.
Sure.
Alrighty, spiritual weapon. Gotta make sure it's at 4th level so it does the right damage. If it hits, oh, I think it
Just
hits.
Natural 20.
Oh man, double ones on the crit. Jeez Louise.
Thank you. Oh, massive blow. And she says, I will eat first. And you duck down there? Okay, cool.
I do. Come and get me then.
Just thinking. Yep, and Kracion.
I will stand up.
Half your movement.
Then I will bonus action dash in. She went down the stairs here.
She's right next to Adai here.
Oh, right next to Adai. There she is. Okay, so I'll still get over to her. Do I gotta do another wisdom, or am I done?
You did it once and passed, right? No, you're fine.
I did it. Okay. And then we will swipe with the card at her. For a 19. Adai is incapacitated.
I'm
right?
awake and definitely.
Oh, he's
I'm
awake.
there. Yes.
Oh, awake. So I
You
get
have a
sneak
sneak
because
attack,
he's
yes.
awake. Okay,
It's
perfect.
not incapacitated. He's prone, but I don't think that counts. All right.
25.
Oh, ouch. Another massive hit on the hag. And she says, this is getting ridiculous. I must say, though, you do look delicious. Joy. All the way over there, Joy.
Yeah. Joy will. Well, she will use her dex action to invisibly fly all the way over here.
Okay, cool. So Evgi, down below everybody else in the water,
Yeah.
being grappled by a scared frog. As you do.
Yeah, Bone's gonna just tear apart the thing recklessly with his great axe.
Nice.
So, since am I being restrained? Since I'm swallowed? No, he missed on the swallow, right?
You missed on the swallow. You are grappled, but you're also fighting in water. And it's hard to swing a great axe in water. So it'll be a disadvantage. If you go reckless, it'll be straight.
Yep, I'll just look straight then.
Still hits.
19 and oof, 12.
Plus rage, plus lightning.
No, the second attack to hit was for 12.
Oh, sorry. Both hit. I think. Yeah, both hit.
Okay. Great. So that's... Let's see. 9 plus 3. That's 12. For 1. 12 plus 19 is 29. And then 2d4. Oh, just 1. Plus 8. That's 30.
Oh.
Nice.
6.
Massive chunks off this frog, but you did not destroy it. It's still standing firm. And I think you should be able to modify that great axe to include the lightning damage automatically.
Yeah, I think I did, but I'm not sure why it won't roll. I'll have to look into it.
All right. Okay, so smashing around, the giant frog is now going to try and swallow you. It's going to get advantage on this attack because you went reckless. It was a 19.
Does it even out because he's afraid?
Does it see the source of its fear? It
With disadvantage. Only with
That'll be a
disadvantage.
12 then.
Yeah,
so it
that
fails
misses.
to swallow you. It's gonna just let go of you and attempt to swim straight down to get away. And that will give you an attack of opportunity, Evgi. A bone if you want it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. Let's see. And would that be recklessly? Let's see.
In water, so
Yeah, but when you make your first attack on your turn, you can decide to attack recklessly, giving you advantage on melee weapon attacks during this turn. I guess it's still my turn. So yeah.
yeah, go for it.
If
Roll
it's-
straight. Okay. I don't think there's a world in which this frog survives. There's 4 hit points left.
Instead.
So down it goes and just sinks to chunks to the bottom of the ocean.
Mm.
Okay, that was its turn, not actually Bone's turn. Adai.
Okay.
You're
I keep my eyes closed and I shout, "So you are hungry? Eat that!" And I open my hand and 10 coins drop, and I cast animate object, which
Interesting.
attack her. 1. And let me see. I have to do all attacks by one by one. Let me see. If I can do that. Yes, apparently I have to do one by one. Sorry. I thought there was like the way.
9, 14, 3,
I will make a macro. Sorry for that.
4. That's right.
It should be 10 in total.
5.
And I think one more, no?
7. I counted 7 of them hits. Roll damage for 7 of them.
Okay. It's already there.
Oh.
I can sum it up. Don't worry. What is the AC? So this is here. If you just tell me, 15.
Yeah.
So I'm missing 2. Okay. So then is I can do the math and I tell you. Don't worry. Just move on. You won, and then I will tell you.
Okay. All right. So the coins flicker around, and she says, "Ah, interesting.
It is 62 half damage if she's resistant to non-magical damage.
Okay. Okay. All right. That much.
And
And she
I
looks-
stand up and move here. And that's my turn.
And she looks at Adai, and she looks at Encrash and says, "Fine, Mo. Catch a human by its toe. If it squeals, let it go. There be no letting go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo." 1 to 2, it's Adai, and Encration, can you make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Is a spell or is a? It's her. Okay, her waist.
So it's a deck clear. So, Encration, back to 0 hit points. She smiles. Bonus actions. Let's get 1 claw attack. There we go. Claw attack against Adai. 17 Adai. I think that's gonna
It
miss.
misses.
She wants to close the door too. But she can't. Okay, Vander, on the bridge.
Right, and the door is not closed. Perfect. I will continue moving upwards the stream. I was about to say.
I need
let's
another
see how
acrobatics
far away.
check from you.
It's fine. Let's see. Oh, net 1. Perfect. Love that.
Whee! Fall off the side, and you take 8d6 bludgeoning damage as you slip off the bridge.
Wow.
28.
Ouch.
And you can
Yeah,
make a
that's
con save if you like.
Hurting. I don't think there's anything to, actually to concentrate on, so
Not sure why
because
that's
the
on there.
one died. Yeah.
So you fall
Um.
down. It's kind of jagged rocks there as well. It's not just water; it's other things as well. And hence
Yeah.
the 8d6
Is there like?
damage.
Is there a lot of stream in the water?
Stream? What do you mean?
Yeah, like movement. Do I get taken away by
no.
the current?
No.
Okay, cool. Am I able to cast spells in the water?
Yeah. When you're underwater, which you're not, you're kind of bobbing on the water. That's no problem. When you're underwater, you start suffocating because you have to open your mouth to do verbal components. But absolutely, in your position, you can cast spells. And,
Right.
And it's 70 feet.
Would you say
Cannot
that?
swim. Definitely not. Nope.
Okay. Right. Well, if that's the case, I think I'm just going to try my luck on the frog instead. I'm going to take a collect some spit in my mouth, and I'm gonna cast corrupting ichor on the frog on the other side.
Sure.
Take a
An
big spit
advantage.
on it. Oh, perfect. Oh, 19, so close.
Oh, definitely gets coated
That's
in green.
2d8 of necrotic, 15 points of necrotic damage, and it's going to take 1d4 on its turn.
Okay. All right.
Unless it wipes it off.
Now you can
yeah.
move at half speed if you want.
Well, how much movement do I have left exactly?
Actually, we'll say you moved your full move, well, as much movement as you have, so you're kind of stuck there in the water for now. I think that's fair.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, makes things easier as well.
Unless it wipes it off.
Yeah, 1d4. He's going to take it to the 1d4 anyway, though.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, that's... but,
Okay. It's going to swim over here despite being covered in acid. It's going to attempt to bite you, Vander. With a bite attack. Oh, natural 1. Too busy being covered in acid. Okay, Coastal.
Yeah.
Coastal?
Coastal, sorry. Moves inside. Does he have to take a saving throw? Okay.
Yep.
Then let me just roll directly at d20 and then I can check.
Sure.
So if it fails for sure.
So it gets frightened in the doorway.
Okay.
Go no further.
That's the stun.
Oh, okay, cool. Orion.
I mean, wait. If it's only frightened, then it goes back. Sorry, then
Sure.
Out of the lines of sight.
Sure. Orion.
Alrighty, I'm going to cast a spell. And I'm casting this.
8. Oh, excellent.
On Adai, myself, and Incration. Incration's back up. Adai, add 20 to your max HP. And I also make 20 to my max HP.
Nice. That's what I did at every start of every day in Baldur's Gate. Just aid.
It's such a great spell.
Is this for all or only for Incration?
Well, 20. He gets 20 HP, so it brings him back up. But he also it does increase his max HP too.
As it does yours, Incration, Adai. It's for Adai as well,
Right? Is what I mean. If it was also mine, yeah. Thanks.
Yep. All right.
All right. And then bonus action. My spiritual weapon is still out, so I'm taking another swing.
Where did it go?
I think Adai's covering it up.
I'll roll with it anyway. It's around there somewhere. Oh, don't know. 20 hits.
For 9 force damage. Bad rolls. Alrighty, that's my go.
Alright. So 9. Alright. She's looking a little dodgy at the moment, Incration.
Stand back up and give her a card swipe again. Ooh, 14?
14 just hits.
Oh,
She's not very well.
think with that eye being there, 25 again.
Incration.
How do you want to do this?
I go to feint the attack, and then I flip the card around, and she looks like what the part, and it circles around and goes right in her head as the demons come up and claw her down to hell. As her little frog buddy on her shoulders just starts crying because she's down in hell.
And she's dragged down to hell. You see her, so she says, back where it all began. Time to go home. Up she goes home. All right. Joy.
The nasty ability she has.
It is thick clear.
Cool one.
Joy will just use her help action.
Okay, and let's just see how Evgie can finish this off.
Oh yeah. Swim up to the thingy, and I'll recklessly. That means straight in the waters.
You have advantage
Yeah.
anyway, but yeah, go reckless. Oh, nope.
I
That
mean,
one's gonna miss.
do I still have advantage or yeah? No.
No.
I'm gonna second attack.
That
Might
one
do
hits.
it then.
That one hits.
Yeah, that's 12 plus d4. Not sure what would roll. So 15.
You finish off the last of the frogs. Bone.
How do you want to do this?
Sort of just swimming and using the axe at the same time. He's just swimming into it and carving it apart. It's trashing around like a great white shark in the waters. Just ever see a kid with something like smashing something into the waters, making a big commotion? That's on a bigger scale. Sort of, yeah.
Just by the way, there were 2 more frogs here waiting to pounce on someone crossing the bridge. That didn't happen, so you don't notice them, and they just swim away. So there were more there, but they have thought better of it and left. Alright, but Whoosh and Ash.
Frogs!
Whoosh and Ash, the hag of the sea tower, of the lighthouse, is gone. And
I check on the victims to see whether any of them is alive.
hello? Help! You hear them from coming.
I cut her loose.
Tell you what, I'll make this easy. Just remove the dynamic lighting. Oomph.
Ah, okay, on the other side. Yeah.
On the other side, yeah. Help! Help!
Christian, can you come with me in case there are traps?
Sure, let's go.
We check first whether there is any trap, just in case this hag decide to screw us, and if not, then we start releasing them.
Okay, make a perception check. And they all just look
Guide myself.
wretched.
Oh, I am.
They're basically, these are more like fish cages than anything. And they're holding on to the fish cage like they have an arm loop around. Some of them just look messed. They're like waterlogged, they're cold, they're miserable. They've been rained on with the rain. They look like an absolute mess. And in both of your opinions, there is, they're not trapped, but they're definitely locked in there.
Okay.
I will lockpick. And I will guide myself. So with disadvantage, that would be a 16.
Sure, a while. But you do unlock the cages. And all these Ronald refugees stumble out. They say, "Well, thank you, strangers. That hag was a curse, not just for us, but for the entire coast. We had many battles with her. I'm sure Lord Ronald will be pleased to hear of this."
Yeah, about that. We did rescue Lord Ronald and the citizens that were captured, but he
That
kind of
is
fell
great
in
news.
the battle.
Who fell, Lord Ronald?
Yeah, he's kind of dead.
Oh. And okay. It's a lot to
But have
take
no
in.
fear. Back at the mossy lighthouse, we got a little refugee camp going. Old Salty's kind of taking the lead there, along with my mom helping people out.
What's wrong
Yes.
with Ronald's End?
The witch and her frog things kind of burn it to a crisp. It's kind of destroyed.
You're not a poet, are you?
No, I'm a leader of the Uncanny Vagabonds. Normally, talking to the masses isn't my strong suit.
Yes. Perhaps today the Redeemer smiles upon you. as he did some of your refugee friends who are now have safety at the Mossy Tower.
I'm not sure about praise be to the Redeemer. If he got us out, then that's great. We don't have our home is destroyed. Our leader is dead.
Yes, but your hope is not dead. We have an opportunity for you to at least probably reunite with some family and friends from your community who are safe guarded at the tower.
How do you propose we get there? That's 3 days' travel at the best of times.
You can stay here or you can travel there. Or if you don't want to go there, we are going west. And maybe you want to find some place in the plains, maybe a farm or something. But
Perhaps one of
you
us
have-
could send a message to the ones from the tower saying that they are refugees here. They were building boats to try to fish in the area. Perhaps it would be easier for them to sail over here.
We're in no fit state to travel. Well, how are you going to get a message without going there yourself?
Malcolm, would it be possible to tell my familiar to go there? I mean, I will know that I could not use it for a couple of days, but would that be possible, or is it's trying to
Sure.
read? I don't know.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I just use it as a carrier pigeon.
I can send a message. It will take a couple of days. In the meantime, I got an idea. I'm gonna get I don't know, something. Probably there's some if there's some leftovers of grain or food, including dead bodies. I'm going to throw them to the water nearby, and I'm gonna wait until there are fish coming, if any.
Oh, so you're putting the dead bodies as bait? Is that
Not
the
maybe
idea?
the dead bodies. I will first take I will check whether there's any food. And otherwise I would rather not put a dead body. I will check whether there are like leftovers of meat or grain or any other, or rats or any other.
There's no
Yes.
grain. There's plenty of meat, but it's people meat. You notice they've been wrapped in seaweed and salt to preserve them, and you notice Russian ashes been consuming
Yeah,
some
but
of
that's
them.
not-
So that's the only actual
And do we still have some rations on us?
Some
Maybe we-
rations, yep.
Okay, I take one of the rations, I chop it, and I throw it to the water. I'm gonna try something.
Okay.
And I'm gonna wait until we get maybe some, hopefully, group of fish coming.
Make an animal handling check. We'll do it that way.
Okay. Can I get some help here?
Some guidance from the Redeemer?
Yes. Well, it could be worse. 5 plus d4. 8.
You do see one fish start consuming.
Only
the
one
ration.
fish.
But it's like that fish on The Simpsons. It has too many eyes, and there's lesions all along its back.
I shoot it with a firebolt,
Sure. Let's see if you can
and I
hit.
wait. Yeah. Yeah, I will. I mean, if I don't do it, I will try again. But yeah, I can try.
Should be like shooting fish in a barrel.
Yeah. So an 18.
It's now a toasty mutated fish.
Yeah, I will check whether I will wait until to see whether I see more fish coming.
I know.
No. Okay. Okay. Then I strike and come back to the tower.
So the refugees from Monal's End are staying put for the meantime, being in no fit state to travel. As I think said last time, I think this is at the end of the day. So if you want to spend a night in Northbay Lighthouse, absolutely do that.
We will check the lighthouse in case there is anything, treasure from the hack or anything
No.
back and
It
forth.
seems that Wushinash wasn't interested in gold. She was interested in human bodies to consume.
And she's not carrying anything of interest,
No. Okay. So you rest up in the Northbay Lighthouse. Free from the rain. Feel free to remove the exhaustion levels.
Good.
And let's take a short break. And we'll be back in
Yep.
it momentarily. Let's see you guys in a bit.
Sounds good.
So, back in the Northbay Lighthouse, the hag being vanquished with some survivors, refugees from Ronald's End, still miserable, having been, put in fish cages effectively. What do you do?
We see if they're strong enough to travel to the Mossy Lighthouse now.
It's the Mossy Lighthouse. Where's that?
Or Mossy Temple?
Look, almost there. Mossy Tower. Almost got there.
Tower.
Look, we've been here for too long. We were waterlogged. We're exhausted. Maybe in a couple of days.
I sent my all to request for help. With a little bit of luck, they will bring you someone who can help you travel, or at least wait for you.
Well, at least they know. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm sorry, I've been in the water for so long, it's gone in my sinuses. I'm sorry. It's gone. Well, we're safe here at least for a while. We'll wait. Maybe help will come. We know some of our. There's bound to be someone who loves us. And this is the time we need to bring ourselves together, not leave each other abandoned. So, we'll wait. We'll be fine.
We wish you luck.
And you too. This is a dark world at the moment and dark times, and it's nice to see shining lights such as yourself to remove some of the evils of this world.
Well, we only have ourselves. There's nothing else. So if we don't help each other, there's nothing to be alive for.
Those are wise words.
Nay, the Redeemer still fights for you. No matter what the darkness, his light will pierce through.
Well, yeah, it's going to have to start shining brightly because... yeah. All right.
So
well,
after resting, we pack our things and head west.
Okay. There are very...
Yes, Malcolm, just one quick thing. So a reminder that we check regularly the torques for other torques to be in our way.
Yep, sure. No torques are buzzing, but I'll keep that in mind. Because you're still looking for the torque from Harveston.
And the one that we have no idea on.
In Gorso, of course. Got the Nangarth one. The one that you found over here, that you just found. So 2 to find?
3, the one from the Temple of Virtue.
Ah yes, Gorso, Harveston, and...
We know 2 of them, yeah, Gorso, and then,
one that was supposed to be in Harveston, but wasn't. So... mystery to unsolve there. Okay, so you leave the Northbay Lighthouse. How are you leaving the Northbay? Are you? I mean, there's a road, but it goes via Odenbeer. What do you do?
No, we cross the plains until somewhere. Let me see.
Out there.
Until around here. Yes.
Yeah.
So
okay.
we go cross country until there, and then we take the road.
Okay. Yeah. Well.
Do we want to stop off at Willow Creek to check in on them?
I don't suppose it would hurt.
Up to you. So then we do this.
Okay. Well, firstly, as you cross the plains, it's slow going. You're definitely getting thigh workouts. But I need a survival check Incretion at advantage with a D4. And let's have Chris,
nice.
if you don't mind rolling me a D20.
Oh yeah.
Okay, no problem with the food. What do you catch, Incretion?
12.
Like a hawk type. That's kind of in the grass, pecking at a mutated whatever.
So 12 means nothing unusual happens. So you put up the entrance fortress, and then you turn north to Odin to Willow Creek. Willow Creek. Sick. Look it up. Willow Creek. Willow Creek, if you remember it from when you saved Byra, it was a... Oh, let's see if we can bring up the old map. It was a farming and logging community. Was run by a guy called Rowan, or actually a lass called Rowan, and fallen under her leadership. The creek is not accessible. As you approach it, you notice that the entire it's almost, there's a natural palisade around Willow Creek normally. The entire palisade has been covered over by thick vines, and the vines have kind of knitted together and encapsulated the whole village. So it's like the whole village is underneath these thick, scraggly vines. And that's the sight you see as you approach, say, via this bridge over here.
Well, Vander, do you think... Sorry, what was that?
What?
Yeah, I think should we try to break it?
That's just gonna be my suggestion. Vander, you think Bone can rip them vines up?
I'm sure he'll do a much better job than I would.
Slash plant.
Gosh, rip plant, Bone.
Is at the level of being able to be cut by a person, or is just huge and out of control? It sounds like huge.
Yeah, they are big. And as you get closer, you notice that the vines are actually writhing and moving. They're not static.
Ooh.
I'm going to fireball an area to try to clean it.
Oh, sure, you can do that, but you might want to change your mind as you hear someone say, is anyone out there? Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
yes. Are you trapped inside the vines?
Yes. Someone calling himself Groar. Groar. Did this to us. Do you know of this being? Have you come across it? You haven't.
No. Do we know you?
Do we know you?
Are you protecting the village, or are you attacking the village with
We're
the
trapped
vines?
in the village.
You are trapped. Okay.
We're trapped. Can you get us out?
It depends. So if there is an area in which there are no people, I maybe can burn away some of the vines.
Give me 1 second here. Okay, everybody, back up. All right, we're all far enough away.
Okay. I'm double check before throwing a fireball, and if I'm sure that I'm not gonna hit anyone, I will fireball the.
Okay, roll to hit.
No firebolt, fireball.
Yeah, roll your damage. So the fireball erupts on a section. This strange twisted vine takes most of the damage though. And you do like 16 points of damage. And as you watch and think what to do, you notice the vines rematting together. And it's as if the fireball wasn't there in the first place.
Damn it.
Axe slash. Bone's gonna go up and try just to, without anyone stopping him, just try to slash at these vines.
Okay.
I suppose. Recklessly. Oh yeah, that's a crit. So that's 3d12. Plus 6. Plus... That's... Let's see. Yeah. 3. That's gonna be 39 damage.
Does that include your lightning? Because it's immune
Yes.
to lightning, so lightning doesn't do anything.
I think minus... let's see if I can see the whole... No, I can't see minus 5 or 6 lightning damage, so 33 or something.
Okay. Well, it's worse than that. The lightning from your axe actually starts healing it. So this massive hit, and as you go back to hit again, the vines have almost been healed by the lightning, and they start regenerating again. And it doesn't like you hitting it, apparently. So these twisted vines come out and try and grab you. Bone, what's your armor class? Yeah. So these kind of almost like arms as you're hitting it, and it's absorbing the lightning. It kind of gives you a vines wrap around you, and as a bonus action, it's going to try and engulf you. Oh, and that's a oh yeah, you just get sucked in. You're inside. You're blinded and restrained and unable to breathe.
I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna actually use an action to equip my Verdani Rippers, because I need the extra damage, I think.
Sure.
Yeah, so that's one turn to use an action.
Okay,
Bonus
on that
action,
one turn-
Rage.
On that turn, make a
Rage.
Constitution saving throw at the start of your turn.
Yeah.
If you take no damage, it's save or suck, so good. I'm going to use your Verdani Rippers to try and get out of there.
Yes, recklessly, as I assume that's straight.
Yep, you are blinded and restrained.
Yeah. 19 and 24 to hit.
You can roll damage if you like, but I'm going to say that's enough damage to rip yourself free. And once again, the vines close behind you.
Instantly regenerating.
Is he? Are you still trapped?
Ripped himself out.
Okay.
But the
Perhaps-
vines started regenerating as soon as I got out.
Yep.
Perhaps we need to
Come
ask about
back.
this Glor-R.
Oh, but
Yes.
by the way, don't attack the oh dear. Well, sorry.
Let's guys, let's check around. Maybe it has a core or a particular area that is building the whole network.
May I just suggest that I think that's a very good idea, but while you guys do that, I was considering taking Joy for a spin. Perhaps take a look through the village.
The village
Sure.
is completely encapsulated with the vines. It's like it's in a cocoon.
All right. Well, if that's the case, Joy is still more agile than Vander is, so I'm just going to, scout around with Joy flying around in invisible.
Okay, I'm going to say if you want to look for weak spots along this, almost like a, what do you call it? I forget what you call it. If you want to look around this, maze of thorns, this wall of thorns, you can, but I'm going to ask you to make a nature check to see if you can spot any weak spots.
Which check again? Perception or investigation?
Nature, because you're trying to
Nature, sorry,
look at plants.
Haha.
Yeah, there's definitely
Can
a
I
plant
get your help?
vendor.
Yeah, perfect. He's even alive.
Yeah, there was a close 20, but no.
Yeah, definitely plants.
I'm not sure about that, but might be a plan, might be. Okay.
Did you find anything? Says a voice from inside.
Not really. Are you doing well inside? Because maybe that it's raining a lot here, so it's not like you are missing out.
Well, the rain does seep through. Not as bad as I imagine it's out there, but all things considered, we prefer not to be trapped.
I mean, we can try to dig under the vines.
Well, so this Grora character, he's claiming we stole its cubs. And I can promise you, if we return his cubs, that we would have done it by now. We don't know what's going on.
Ah, okay, I see.
He mentioned there was I think 4 of them. There was a large orc, a magic user, some type of bard, and I think that was it. And maybe 2 magic users. Mentioned one of them was a really large gentleman, an ogre of some sort.
Oh, okay. And what did they steal from him again?
His cubs, his children.
His children.
They say, "Give us the children back. We know you have them, but we don't. We don't have any ogres living here. If nothing else."
Do you
The
hear us?
children of this Goro sounds like the heroes of virtue, which are now dead.
What chance do we have of getting the cubs back then?
So, Malcolm, this I didn't understand. The creature called Grora was under the veins also when we arrived? Is the one?
No.
Okay.
No, the one that caused the vines to come across Goro.
No, I did because it was written here, and I thought maybe someone was also. Do you know where is he? Where is this creature called Grora?
He comes. Sorry, I'm just bring it across to another map. Well, he's somewhere in the King's Forest, and he comes every 3-4 days demanding the cubs, but we don't have them.
How long since the last visit?
Just yesterday.
Okay, maybe. Okay, we can head a little bit towards. It's a little bit risky to go there without knowing where he is.
Perhaps we can get some guidance in that area.
Well, he's can't be too deep into the King's Forest.
Okay. Well, we can check and otherwise we come back. Guys, let's go northwest and see whether we can find him. Do you know how big he was?
Oh, he was huge and powerful.
Okay. So then
look
we
what
search for.
Look what he did with these vines. It is no mere feat. That's It's quite scary.
So we will search them for magnificent tracks, hopefully, in our way, that could allow us to follow where he was.
So just to verify, out of over the table,
Sure.
is he calling the cubs the heroes of virtue? That was his cubs,
No, they took it.
they took his cubs.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I
Thomas
could
Cubs.
perhaps,
Mhm.
I could perhaps ask the Redeemer if he knows where these cubs are.
Well, the Cubs would solve all our problems. Yes, please do.
Right. I need about 10 minutes.
Oh.
Orion starts to sprinkle his stuff over there and get 25 gold worth of incense and stuff rolling. So I'm going to deduct 25 gold from my inventory. And I'm going to cast Divination.
Gonna bring that up for me?
Yep.
So what specific goal, event, or activity are you asking about?
Our mighty Redeemer, may you shine your light and tell us where these cubs are of this Gorod that the heroes of virtue took from him, or it.
Where's a tricky one to decide? So you're basically asking where are the Cubs? Is it a specific goal, event, or activity?
I don't know. I guess the goal would be finding the cubs, because if the cubs can be found, then we can just get the cubs and bring them. But if the cubs can't be found, then there may be we may have to go another course of action.
Your goal is to find the Cubs. So you're asking about that specific goal. Your goal is
Yes.
to find the Cubs.
Yes.
Contact with her. You ask a simple question. So what's the question that you're asking that relates to a goal?
Where are these cubs located so we can rescue them or retrieve them?
The reason I'm hesitating is just the general nature of this spell. Like, what have you asked your god, how do we end this midnight curse? And then that's the campaign, right? What do you guys think?
I mean, it does say you
make
can
it a
go with
cryptic rhyme,
you can make it
or
a cryptic
make it an
rhyme or an
omen.
omen or a phrase. I mean, it doesn't. You don't have to tell like the answer. You may just, give us a hint in the right direction.
I think a hint would be good. I know some of you other guys DM. What are you guys' thoughts?
Something else.
Activity to occur within 7 days.
Or follow the
So-
tracks and figure out, or something on those lines.
Yeah, but would we end the midnight curse within 7 days though?
I'm not
But
going to
the
give you
question
the
was
answer
for
to
the
that one,
cast,
regardless
no?
of what the rules say. You just have to work that out yourself. So, but this one, I'll tell you what. You get an image of an old house. Inside the house, you see the cubs obviously alive and in a cage, and it's somewhere north of here. There we go. The cubs are alive and somewhere north of here. And it must be within 7 days, right? So
It could be the hunting lodge, or it could be the cockroach house.
North of here.
Didn't we just come from the hunting lodge, though?
That
Yeah.
was like. Oh, yeah, it's
Do
true.
it.
We did.
Okay. North of
Oh,
here.
that
we
was
can-
before we killed the Heroes of Virtue, though. They might have visited it after we vanquished that spirit.
Where are the cages, Orion? Inside of a construction or in outside?
inside
It
a
sounds
house.
like it's a house from what I
And is
see.
the house made of wood or stone?
Wood.
It's
Well,
not
lots of
some kind of
house.
cabin in the
Could
woods.
be the
apparently.
Royal Hunting Lodge. I mean, this will be north. Can you describe anything there, Orion, that was of value or rarity?
I'll say what you saw. It is a wooden lodge, and it's in the forest, and it's somewhere to the north of here.
Okay, so that could be the Royal Hunting Lodge, for example.
Could be there. It could be. I mean, it could be just a random house like somewhere in here. You never know.
I mean,
It could be-
I went hunting in the King's Forest a few times. Are there many hunting lodges at the forest, or just few of them?
A few of them in the King's Forest. The Royal
Okay.
Hunting Lodge is the exception.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go, I think, through to the Royal, and then otherwise we check around.
Did we check through the
Um,
King's Forest?
Yeah. I mean,
It sounds like it's a cabin somewhere in the forest.
yeah, I think it's worth it going there directly. If we're gonna deal with this powerful creature, maybe we better get the cuffs directly.
And Orion, can you make me a perception check? Let's see if I can give you one more hint from your divination spell.
And
This
check.
vision that you have. It's on
Ooh.
the edge of the woods, not in the woods. It's on the edge of the woods.
So
Yeah, I was gonna say somewhere like there, or maybe on the edge by the Monastery of Past Lives, or it could even be up here on the edge. Or it could be completely unrelated and on the edge near the road. Or down.
That works well for divination. There we go.
Yep.
Clues but not answers. There we go.
So what was the last clue? I missed it. Sorry, I was.
On
on
the
the
edge
edge.
of the King's
It's on the
Forest.
edge, so it's like somewhere like right in this areas, perhaps. Just kind of go on the
Yeah.
outside of these
Or
King's Forest.
over here.
I mean, where did we encounter these guys? We have the fight somewhere.
The Heroes of Virtue, where do we do that fight?
Yes,
That was at
yes.
the catch of the Ronell all the way up here.
Okay, so it will be reasonable if they stay here. That could be on that area that you mark it, no? So
And
I
if
think,
it's towards the north, it would probably be more in this area right here.
I was thinking somewhere like here, no? At the edge.
Yeah, somewhat like maybe
Or even here. I mean, there's this. No?
like that. Right around there somewhere.
I mean, there are some
Mm.
houses here also to the northwest, so I think.
Yeah.
Well, we let's check. I mean, these guys. Let's take a look.
We at least have a lead. We can search around. This Goror, if this is whatever it is, has quite some power. We turned the cubs. He removed the vines.
There we go. Okay. All right. If you have some clues about finding the cubs, that would be great. But please hurry. This is not pleasant. So you rest up in your
Yep.
instant fortress.
My
And
pop-up tea.
And then you're basically going to follow that yellow line, right?
Yeah.
More or less.
Just
I mean,
follow the edge of it. Yeah.
Follow the yellow brick road.
in search for any cabins that could be.
Okay. Con saves all around, please. And some hunting, please, Incretion.
Oh god, I just rolling always. Today.
Can you imagine 3 times in a row?
DC's 15.
I
Sorry, I'm doing
missed
the hunting
3 times
first.
with a +7.
Oh, no problem.
And then the con.
Oh,
my
maximum,
God.
Maximum possible. Oh, anybody make it or Ryan made it, but that's it.
I didn't.
Even if that cancels out, I rolled the 21st, even if it's disadvantage
That's
for
fine.
advantage. So.
Okay, and as you're walking along the road, I mean, you're looking for a house. I mean, you check out these houses. Well, this house may be right next to you, a farming, just a normal farming house that's long been abandoned. Its fields are a mess. But make me a perception check. You just roll it straight if you're exhausted. We'll say this is before you're exhausted, so just roll straight.
Straight. With guidance?
Oh,
29.
I have advantage due to my my aberrant anatomy. So I should make this with advantage since I'm making it before
Sure.
the
Sure.
exhaustion. Yep.
I'll put
Is
it
this
this
a
way.
group perception?
Well, Incretion rolled a 29, and it is, but I'll say you check the houses. None of them are all cabins in the forest. So nothing successful. But you set up the instant fortress. Have a good night's sleep so you can remove an exhaustion level as you continue along the road of the forest. Same again, please. Con saves.
Yay.
More hunting?
More hunting, yep.
Oh, another two.
Look at Orion go.
Oh my god.
Don't forget you can rest in the instant fortress, so you can sleep it off. So maximum you can get while traveling is 1, I guess. And Incretion successfully find stuff. And I forgot this one, so we'll do it now. Bone! Or, yeah, bone. D20, please.
Oh, yep. It's 6.
Non-eventful. And perception checks. We'll do a group perception check. So everybody roll. And yes, Bone, you can roll at advantage. Is it exhaustion also happens at the end of the day?
Guidance?
Oh, that's a disadvantage, by the way.
As I said before, you're exhausted.
Oh, right. It doesn't matter, I guess.
You do find
19.
some houses, cabins on the edge of the woods. You search it, you don't find anything. So, you sleep off your exhaustion, and you proceed on, following the yellow brick road. Rinse and repeat, please, and I'll have Vander roll me a d20 this time.
Alright.
Aww.
Run in.
5th time is not a charm.
Oh my god, those con saves, man.
No food for Vander.
Vander, take note. No food was
All
found.
right.
We go a little hungry, and you rolled a 15. Use this book. Goes to the PDF. Oh, that is a heavy book. Who rolled the 15? It was Vander. Was it Vander?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll me a D100.
Oh my god. Interesting.
72.
72. This is promising.
Is that air quotes?
As you're heading through the forest, you hear something you maybe haven't heard in a while, and that's actual music. It's the sound of trumpets. And you look around, it sounds like a band worth of trumpets, not like just a solo person, but a whole collection of them. And you look around trying to find the source of it, and you can't really find it. If anybody wants to do a perception check.
Is everyone hearing this?
Everyone's hearing it, and you can do a perception check, but disadvantage will apply. You're exhausted.
I will. With perception. 3 and a 4. Gonna save me.
So Orion
Mine got
and
23.
Adai, oh no, just Adai. Oh,
I
Adai.
got it with 13.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
disadvantage. Yeah.
I didn't see that.
You see, some ghostly figures are paying you no attention whatsoever, and you're the only one who notices them. And they're kind of, it looks like a ghostly band, and they're playing their trumpet. And it's getting louder and louder and louder. In fact, yep.
I cast a protection against evil against myself when I see them.
Yep, sure. And
And yeah,
and the rest of you, even when Vander, what did it? Oh, when Adai spots it, you still struggle to see them completely as Vander. Oh, sorry, Adai casts protection from evil on himself, and it gets louder and louder and louder. I need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw, but Adai, with your protection from evil, you can do it at advantage.
Hey.
Huh. Vander, roll a D3 for me, please. A 3-sided dice.
Right. A D3. 2.
This strange ghostly band, they're just ridiculously loud, and the rest of you put your hands over your ears to try and quieten the sound as best you can. And eventually this ghostly troop of trumpeters, they pass by, and it gets quieter and quieter and quieter. It gets so quiet, Vander, that you can't hear anything.
Oh my god. Oh, this is not good for my character. And if Vander turns around, is there... Well... if you
We
try
should
to
move.
examine the expression on everyone else, are they still like
guys,
searching or
what?
something?
We have to move faster. These guys have any ghostly magic on them. Quick.
But he hears that except for Vander.
I'll just pull him along.
I'm just gonna say, what hell, Encration? There was
Bones,
just ghost
pick up your
here.
brother.
Move
Pick
on,
him up.
Adam, move on.
I'm just gonna try to push Bone away and say, I can't hear any of you guys. What the
And you're
hell?
here now.
Yes, you can.
Can I hear?
Thanks to the Redeemer.
Oh my god.
I'll
What
make
the
a
hell?
redeemer convert out of you yet.
That was weird. Um, there was just a moment I couldn't hear any sound. It was a little bit nice, to be honest, but thank you, Orion. I do prefer
Nah.
to have my hearing in place.
Thanks is not necessary, my friend. The Redeemer is the one who restored your hearing.
Well,
Apparently,
thanks
Chris,
to
my
the
soundboard
Redeemer, I
is-
guess.
Cursed my soundboard as well because it just crashed. So my soundboard got deafened. Yes, but that Orion, that nice, easy solution. You're no longer deafened, Bander.
I was about to try to use message instead, but I don't know if it would work.
I see no reason why that wouldn't work.
Hmm.
Okay, so after this eerie trumpeters move on, you set up camp for the night, and you push on the next day. So, con saves,
Yay!
hunting.
Oh no, no food.
Let's see if I
Not
can
even
make
with
any
the
of these
D4.
con saves. 14, does that make? No, that's 15. Oh my god.
I use my ability.
Where's the paladin you need it?
+4.
Sure. And you might want to take note, Vander, that's 2 days without food,
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
without something raw and wriggly to eat. And perceptions.
This is starting.
Perceptions. Guide myself on it.
I'm starting to get a little bit hungry,
Five.
guys. Are we all doing perception checks?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Perception with the disadvantage. I think that's going to fail either way, so I'm not going to roll again.
I got a 25 at disadvantage with guidance.
23.
You do spot. Well, let me show you. We'll put it on the map. Give me a second. You do find a lodge right there. And because it has a map marker and it has a big number 12 underneath it, you feel this might be the right place. And this, we'll say it looks a lot like the lodge you saw in your vision. So you're pretty sure this is it. And this is what you probably don't see anything at the moment, but just give me a second. Get Ed-Eye in there. Come here, Ed-Eye. There we go. Creation. Orion. And Vander. Also,
Always dangerous when it's a map.
What's that?
Always dangerous when there is a map.
It looks like we came into some teleportation circle where we're at.
Right. It makes more sense you come from this direction anyway. Alright. The door is closed.
Okay. I mean, there's be careful in case there are traps that these guys left for us or for anyone else. And Christian, do you want to go a bit ahead of us, or?
I'll give it a shot.
I cast on him protection against evil again.
How long does protection against evil last?
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
10 minutes. And that
So I
was-
cast it on him. And we follow him, I don't know, 30 feet behind or something like that.
It was Edi that cast it, right?
Yes. Let me just use the spell slot.
Okay. You're sneaking up ahead, Incretion?
Yes.
Okay, let's see us as some sneaky rolls then.
That's a dirty 20 with disadvantage.
Okay. I'll let you know.
Panthering my way up here. Any windows to peek through?
No windows to peek through.
All right, I will just attempt to stealthily lockpick.
It's just a simple wooden door. You could just open it if you wanted to. Do you want to?
Can't I sleight of hand to try to open it slow so it doesn't creak? Yep.
Banner's gonna send message to Encration and be like, how about you try to open the door very tiny, just enough for Joy to get inside the crack of the door. Then I can try to perceive what's inside without you fully opening the door.
I will do that, but still do it slowly, trying to prevent the door from creaking. So with disadvantage and a guidance, that's a 23.
Okay, so you crack open the door just a little bit. Let's move you back so I can open the door. And this is what you see. And they're all talking about they should have been back by now. What do you think we're gonna do? Should we just slaughter these cubs and be done with it? Or should we try and maybe sell them to the villagers? And they're basically hatching plans about what to do with the cubs. And they haven't spotted
And saying
you.
they should have been back by now, so they're talking about the heroes of virtue.
Oh,
I'm going to first perceive this through Joy's eyes, which makes me be able to see and hear through her. Then I'm going to change back to myself and cast once again message to portray what's happening to Encration. To say, they got the cubs. They're planning to kill them, it looks like. But they're
I'm
also
going
waiting
to-
for the heroes of virtue.
Well, knowing we need the cubs alive to get the town, I'm gonna stealthily, if I can, throw a card in there to break off a surprise round on them.
sure. Well, let's get organized.
Mhm.
Oh. Wrong. That's disadvantage. 14. Yeah, that's right.
Oops. Okay. Oh, look at those initiatives. Beautiful. Okay, so in Creation, yeah. Who do you throw your card at?
The first one I see, Borto the Fist.
Right.
Thrice, because I get advantage, because it's a surprise. Okay. Oh ho ho ho!
Did you crit? Oh,
I
you
did
did.
crit. I gotta see if sneak went up. It did. Nope, it's still 5d6. Oh, it went up to 5. So 10d6.
Oh my god.
10d6,
What the hell?
2d4, and plus 6 to this roll. 38 plus 6, 44 points of magical damage.
Oh my god.
Otto the
Ouch.
Fist is saying, "Well, look, guys, I think we're gonna give up on these guys. In fact, I'm gonna give up this life as well. I'm gonna become a lumberjack. That's exactly what I'm gonna do." And before he even has a chance to react, a card slices his head off with a natural 20 before his soul is ripped from his body and dragged down to hell.
Sounds like his intelligence is over 6, so I get the 8 as well.
Oh yeah, he's intelligence of 10, so you got it. And you hear them all grabbing weapons and panicking. What the hell's going on? Evgi.
Yeah. Avgi is gonna, or Bone's gonna, let's see, use his action to dash. Yeah, might as well just bonus action rage as well.
Nice.
And move 100 feet and get up to Incration. There.
I guess
That's his turn.
Go. Cool. Okay. 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 Cool. So Evgi rushes up. Stylus all smiles.
I bet he's not all smiles now.
He rushes over to the left. And actually, you don't see what he does, does he? Not from there. Just rushes over to the left. And that's all he's going to do. Borto the Fist, well, has gone to hell. Joy.
So Joy's going to sneak through the crack in the door.
Flying through the door.
And
Sure.
yeah, she's invisible. And she's going to fly all the way over to Salis, all smiles.
And you see he's grabbed hold of one of the cubs and is holding a knife to its throat.
Let's have Joy stealthily place herself behind Salis,
Sure.
awaiting orders.
Flavor sticky hands. Falivor sticky hands. I come over here and here and act. All right, no further, no further. You've already. I don't know what the hell you did to my brother, but come on. There's no need for violence. Let's come to an understanding. There's no need for this. Vander.
Alright, Vander is going to walk up here and then to the left of Bone. Can Vander have, does Vander have a clear view on Salis?
Well, there you do.
Okay, perfect. With that, I'm going to cast Hold Person on Salis.
Is it a wisdom save?
Wait, give me a second. I need to find the spell. Hold Person, there it is. It's a wisdom save. Yeah, 17.
Rolls a 2 on the dice. It doesn't matter. So instantly, he releases the cub and falls to the ground, paralyzed.
Perfect.
Hey,
And with that,
Yep.
and with that, I'm going to use my bonus action to make Joy attack Salis.
At advantage and critical if it hits. If she hits.
Perfect. 15.
Oh, 15 is still good enough to hit. They're wearing simple leather
Oh.
armor.
Love that. Let's see then. I need to roll it manual. So 6 points of piercing damage. Then he has to make a Constitution saving throw. DC 17.
Can't save DC 17, or was it 10? He's
And he
poisoned.
takes 14 points of poison damage.
Is that double?
that double?
Because it's a critical?
I don't really know, to be honest.
Does?
It just
Any
says...
dice you roll. So roll another 3d6.
Oh, love that. Oh well, still 18 points of poison damage.
Yeah, there was a mighty hit from Joy. And Guileless and Falfa says, "What the hell, demons? This is dark magic!" And holy crap, what the hell is that? They stay pointing at Evie. What the hell? What, are we just trying to make a bit of money? No, just go away. Ryan.
5,
Just go away.
Okay. Get there. It might be. I can still see one currently. Is that correct?
Whatever your dynamic lighting's telling you. You can see one. Yep, see Guileless. Guileless and Gert. This guy.
30, let's see. Yeah. Still a little ways away, so I'm going to go ahead and use the dash action.
Sure.
Getting myself all the way up to here.
Nope.
Oops. I was going to go this way, right here. No, quit it. Right there.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon at 4th level.
Okay, with your sickle that looks like a sword, or your sword
Yep.
that looks like a sickle. Okay, this.
As it goes right in behind Galus. Swing and a miss. Maybe.
What the hell?
17.
Magical swords! 17 hits. Like 17 hits.
Yep. Alright, that'd be 14 force damage.
Look. We were just looking to make a few coin in these dangerous times. Leave us alone! Demons, mutated people, flying swords. This is all too much. And you said, hell, I'm guessing? And I.
Well, I probably too far away to hear the conversation there.
So you start your
And I'm
turn
gonna-
there. You probably followed them up.
No, it's fine. No, actually, I'm fine here. Don't worry.
Okay,
I'm totally
sorry.
fine there. Because I'm gonna
As you were.
swat in. So I move here and I'm gonna thunder step
Do it with style.
over there. And there's one of them which is paralyzed, no?
This guy up here.
Yeah. And so then I move there and I'm gonna use. You can make attack of opportunity if you want because I need to move.
As you're about to move, they say, "What are you going to go attack him? What the hell are you doing?
Are you guys surrendering?
Look, we haven't lifted a finger against you. You sent one of us to hell, paralyzed another one with a demon bird, flying swords, and some type of mutated abomination out there. We haven't lifted a finger against you. Leave us alone."
Drop the weapons.
They drop the weapons.
Okay, I'm not gonna attack him then. Okay, surrender. And I move here and I pick. And instead of attacking, I take the weapons as
Okay.
a free action, I guess, and that's my turn.
Sure. Hellbender? The devil, maybe? The devil sends people to hell, doesn't he? What would you like to do?
And Creation is going to go in. Go to this guy that's paralyzed.
Right. Make a perception check first.
Advantage. It's a 10 with disadvantage.
They try and warn you right at the last possible second. Look out for the tripwire! But you're not quite quick enough to hear it. And it's like this is why Adai didn't trigger it. This is why Joy didn't trigger it, because it's a tripwire on the floor. And you trip on the tripwire, and you take 4d10 slashing damage.
No save, just automatic.
It's automatic, yep.
Okay.
For the heart.
And also,
Do I see it?
Well, you've seen it and it's tripped, so...
No, not the tripwire. Do I see the blades coming at me for the slashing damage?
Sure. You can use your thingamajig to half it if you like.
Yep. Yes, please. Okay, yep.
And can you make me a Constitution saving throw?
13?
It's coated with some type of ichor and you're poisoned. So feel free to continue your turn.
Yep. So, still up to this guy. And non-lethal attack, and it will be straight because of the poison.
But don't stand there! Make another perception check. Perception? Yeah, perception.
Stop, careful!
This disadvantage is killing me on these.
Yeah.
That's 19 with disadvantage.
You see a glowing glyph on the floor at the last possible second, and you nimbly walk around it.
Yeah.
It was right here. Oops. Where's my thing? Oh, here we go. Right there is where it was.
Okay.
So the fireball doesn't
Alright.
go off.
And then the fireball. Oh god, the Cubs. Okay, that's good. Yeah, straight attack. Dirty 20.
Okay, these are 8 hit points, so you can non-lethally
But
knock him out.
yeah, non-lethal. Yeah. And then I'll turn around and say, "Your friend's
does-
just sleeping. He'll be."
What does the card say? Does it say when the creature is
says-
reduced to 0 hit points?
It says if you use it against a creature with 0, or if you kill. Incapacitated isn't kill,
Okay.
and they're not at 0.
But you might have accidentally sent it to hell.
Yes. That's why I read it first and I specified non-lethal.
Cool. Just making sure I got the wording of the
And
hellish
then
death.
yeah. And then I'll tell them, all right, I just knocked him out because he was near the Cubs. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to be tied up. You're going to come with us back to Willows Creek. And you're going to sit outside the city that's all wrapped in these vines with the Cubs. And that Rolgrog guy is going to come and do with you as he pleases. Or we can just kill you now.
Guileless looks around. He sees the broken body of his brother. He sees Celis, unconscious, snoring loudly, we'll say. And he says, and then he looks at Adai. Not Adai, sorry, Evgi, or Bone. Got it right down on the third try. Alright, but, you guys promise not to kill us, right?
Yeah, sure.
We will not kill you. We just want the Cubs.
So unless anybody's going to attack, they have surrendered.
No,
Avgi is going to go ask Vander. Kill.
no, we have the weapons. and I saw Von the weapons.
No, I'm just,
It looks like he has it looks like he has a sort of aneurysm in anger at not being able to go all out. So he stomps off into the forest and just goes ham on a few trees.
That's good. It's what I was actually my suggestion. That's
I'll go catch him. But I'm going to make my
points of
spiritual weapon
psychic
kind of fly
damage.
to his throat. And
points
like,
of psychic
if you
damage,
do
Ryan.
anything.
Alright.
Adai,
We surrender. We surrender.
search them, strip them of any possible concealed weapons or magical focus points or magical casting
Okay,
items.
I will do some, but
Supply.
before anything, are there any more traps? We see there one possible trap, and
Mm.
we kind of encourage you, be sure that nobody gets close to that. Are there more traps?
Oh, no more traps. Look. You got us. You win. No more traps.
We
Where's the
Perhaps
key
we
to
should
the cage?
disarm this traps before we let the cubs loose.
Here's the key for the cage. And he throws it on the ground.
Okay, I take the key. I check them as indicated by incursion for any weapons or magical materials that they may use for spells.
They're not spellcasters, so they don't. They just have a mace and a heavy crossbow.
Okay.
Worried about Sticky Hands having some thieves' tools.
Nope.
Okay. And then let's carefully take the caps out before they trip or trigger the trap.
Let's tie them up first, Dada, in case they get a bright eye to pick up a weapon and shoot at a cub.
Yeah, sure. We tie up the guys and bring them outside, actually.
Tied up.
And we bring them outside. And then we
Hey,
go...
we're gonna come out here. Hey, Bone, not smash, but if you want to drag the unconscious one by its leg, and if you accidentally drag him into a rock or two on the way, give him a little concussion, you could do that.
I'm just gonna go pick him up and drag him along the floor outside.
He fails. by
Knock
his
him in
second
into
throw.
everything.
Yeah.
Oops.
All right.
I can speak to the cubs to make sure that they know that we mean no harm.
Cubs,
give you
by
the
the way,
guidance.
have not been treated well. They look hungry and basically being mistreated.
Are they bear cubs or owl bear?
Make a nature check if you want to work out what they are.
Commander's curious. He's gonna ask the others as well, if they know.
Owl bear cubs.
Well. If they are hungry, I suppose we have something to feed them with, and Vander's gonna point down to Bortho the fist laying dead on the ground.
I'm gonna take part of Borto and go over to the owlbear cubs. You must be hungry.
Where's Mummy? We want to go home. Take us home.
Yes, that is the plan. We will send you home to your mother. We will take you there ourselves. We will protect you from bad people who try to hurt you.
And
In
they-
fact, you can snack on this one.
They get out of the cage.
We take care that they don't trip into the trap, okay?
Okay, let's just wait. That'd be terrible.
We put I don't know, something to avoid I don't know the door that doesn't allow them to go in.
I
or
can
something.
actually, you know what? I can easily. Let me do
Yeah.
this then.
Goes away.
Okay.
Okay, so the owlbears start greedily devouring Borto the fist. Like, you hit us, you hurt us. We're gonna eat your face. And they do just that, and they start gnawing and eating Borto the fist. And you stop for a wonder, maybe this is something similar is happening in the Mossy Tower. Maybe yes, maybe no. Right, and with Orion speaking with animals, well, what do you say to them? You're going to take them to see their mother?
Yes. Now, little ones, have your fill. Let me see if I can clean your wounds. Are they are they hurt or injured or anything like that, or are they just malnourished?
All of the above.
All right. If they are hurt, I will give. Come here. I mean no harm. And then I will give each of them a cure wounds.
You know what, Dave? Like the cure was messy, open wounds in some places, but the cure wounds. Sure, Vander. There are some. The wounds, where they've been mistreated and hit, it seems, have been repaired. And I'm not entirely sad that. Okay, is this guy? This guy got dragged out. This guy went to hell. And I gotta say, I'm not entirely upset with the idea of Celis going to hell, considering how he mistreated the animals. So he deserves his place in hell. All right. So you gather up the cups. You gather up the 2 people, or 3 people, or 3 survivors. Time up. And I have to end soon, but what's the general plan here?
Breed Creation says let's march them back to the town, put them in front of the town with the cubs in front of them, and we'll just wait for the Gorgos to come back and be like,
They probably know. They probably know how to go home, so we can go with them. We know more or less where the mother or father is. So I would suggest go south and ask them. I mean, they can talk, or whether they can bring us directly to their family.
I was going to ask them if they knew their way home.
We go with
them.
Show us.
Well, I was hoping that Gorgo would see we were the ones that saved the cubs and gave him the people to handle for their revenge, and then maybe they would dispel the spell from the town. If they just randomly go, they might not be able to be like, oh, these people saved us, and he might be like, bullshit, you got away.
Anything else people want to do before we end the session?
We will check whether there's anything stored here. Maybe they... Actually, we will ask them. Did you guys leave anything here from the company? Because they're coming back, so... Look, you can buy your way out of this.
Alright. And they direct you to a treasure. And...
Ooh. Ooh, the potions.
And 6 potions of greater healing. Nice.
So I do need to dash, guys. But if you want to split that up, and we'll pick it up just as you're leaving. I just wanted to... The last thing I was checking was anybody's searches, because that is a place worth searching. Alright.
Yeah.
The potions of greater healing especially.
See you later, guys. Bye.
All right, bye. See you next week.